Ensign Dufault reporting from the Genesis planet. Alright, first of all, I'd like to talk about spoilers. So, when things happen in movies and in TV where there are spoilers, you know, things that if you talk about them before somebody has seen the show or movie and it ruins it for them, that's called spoilers. And I have a giant apology to make. Phil and Callie, I'm terribly sorry about the spoilers. Apparently, Phil and Callie run a t-shirt printing company, and so I had a really great idea for a t-shirt based on something that happened at a TV show recently, and so I sent them a thing saying this would be a great t-shirt. Not realizing that, Phil knew what had happened in a recent episode, but Callie had not, and he had actually posted on her Facebook, "Please don't spoil it for her," but I hadn't seen it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about what show it is because that would spoil. Sorry about that. So spoilers. When I talk about spoilers, I talk about Star Trek. Talking about Star Trek, the new film Into Darkness by J.J. Abrams. Now this guy, this is the second Star Trek film that he does, and this one basically contains one giant spoiler. So, word to the wise, if you haven't seen the film and you want to, although in my opinion you shouldn't because it was terrible. If you want to see it and you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch any more of this video. So what's the big spoiler? Well, the big spoiler is that J.J. Abrams, despite making 6 seasons of original ideas and episodes for a show called Lost, I mean, the guy never ran out of ideas. Well, you could argue that he did, and he kind of screwed his own show towards the end. Oh, spoilers there too. In this case, he drew upon old source material to make his movie. He essentially remade Wrath of Khan. He remade this movie. The villain in the film is Khan. He's a bad guy from the old days, but they made him younger. Well, because this is the original series, so they basically sort of tried to redo Space Seed and used Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan. Problem with that, JJ, is that the original Wrath of Khan was brilliant. It was incredible. It was a great film. Still is. It still stands up. The special effects are fantabulous. The music, the scoring, it's all good. You always come across as a little of a douche when you remake a movie that was already really good. Now, so let's imagine he remakes Wrath of Khan and it's good. You know, it's got great characters, it has great story, the villain, you sort of feel for the characters, there's good motivation. The guest star or the guest character that they bring in, because typically Star Trek does that. Every movie, they'll bring in sort of a guest character, often a female. In the original Wrath of Khan, it was the Vulcan female Saavik. She was brilliant. And it was also Dr. Marcus, but she was kind of a minor character in that one. Kirk's old girlfriend. Anyway, so in this film, they bring in the young Dr. Marcus. But apparently all she is, her entire role consists of getting beat up by the bad guy and taking her clothes off, so I'm not sure about that. As for the rest of it, well, I think it's 2 hours and 9 minutes of characters running, jumping, and blowing shit up. There's no gravitas. There's just nothing. It's like he farmed it out to Michael Bay. It was just disappointing. The plot was ridiculous. The special effects were fine, but there's only so far you can take lens flares. The score, forgettable. I can't remember it. Can you remember this? Whenever a Star Trek fan hears that sound, they know it. They know they're about to get surprise attacked by Khan. So, J.J. Abrams, do us all the favor. Please don't ruin Star Wars like you ruined Star Trek. P.S. That's a joke, because you can't ruin Star Wars. It already done got ruined by the guy who created it. So, Star Wars, do whatever you want to do. It doesn't really make much difference. It can't get any worse. Can't you make a real Star Trek film in which the characters solve puzzles, have interpersonal relationships, and basically raise shields and have shields that stop things from hitting their ship? Guess that's it. Ensign Dufault, out.